Hi everyone, welcome to On the Other Hand. I'm Ariane Zurcher and I'm starting to add the light elements into my sphere. This is going to be a pretty quick video, and mostly I just want to remind you that I'm going live stream tomorrow. That's Saturday, June 21st at 1 p.m. That's Eastern Daylight Savings Time in New York City. And if you've already clicked on the link, I'll put it in the description. So you have it, but if you click on it, it will then notify you right before the live stream begins so you don't forget. But if you haven't put it on your calendar, do. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's super casual, just hanging out in the studio. I'll answer some of the questions that have come in, and otherwise we're just going to hang out and do some creating, and if it means some stitching, which in my case it definitely will, because I'm putting the skin of the onto the sphere. I'll turn you around and I'll show you what I'm doing with the little fairy lights, which is kind of cool, and I think it's gonna work out nicely, and I hope I'll see you tomorrow. I'm experimenting with the two different lighting. So this is the first one, but it has a huge battery pack with that needs 3 AAA batteries, which is fine. The battery pack can go inside the sphere, and it's got this kind of coppery wire. The other one is this, and it's got 12 different guys. So I thought, well, let me just try with one of these, because this one, you just turn it on like this. So if it goes in here like this, and then these kind of wrap around the metal. I just want to see if you can even see. Well, you can. You get like a little, and I could have these kind of sticking out even in places. This is going to be my opening. I had to create something before I got too carried away, and I need it to be able to hold up this whole thing. And then where I suspend the whatever the material is that I'm going to suspend this, at the very top of where that's suspended, I can put a long thread of fishing wire, or it can just be this material. The silver, it doesn't really matter. And this will then hang down onto this. And I don't know if you can see, but it does light it up. In a way, it doesn't really matter that it's not that bright, but it is lighting it up a bit. So that's that. And then so what I'm doing here is I am manipulating the lights so that I can have them sit exactly where I want them to. And in order to do that, I'm actually going to stitch them in place so that they don't move. Some of these I don't need to stitch in place because they're just going to sort of stay where they are, and that's fine. Like this little guy, it doesn't really matter where he is. Well, it kind of does. You know, I might stitch that one down too. Yeah. Okay, but that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to tack it down, and then I'm threading this in and around this whole area. And then I'll grab another, I've got like, I don't know, 12 of these. So I've got plenty of strands. Okay. So I had to turn the auto flash off, but you can see the fairy lights, yes? And I've only got one strand so far, but I've done them both on the inside and then some of them on the outside, depending. And I'm going to continue doing that because that's just kind of the way it works right now. So I'll keep going. And yeah, but on Saturday when I do my live stream, I'm hoping I'll have all the fairy lights already embedded so that I can just do all the stitching on the outside while we're chatting. That's the plan. That's what I'm up to with the fairy lights, and I think it's going to work. We'll see what happens. But for tomorrow's live stream, I'm going to put those lights aside and I'll be doing some stitching of the outer, all the materials on the outer layer, and continue creating the outer layer, as well as answering some of your questions, like I said in the intro. So I hope I'll see you tomorrow. And if you can't make it, you can always catch it as a replay. You just won't be able to chat live with us. Hopefully I'll see some of you tomorrow. Thanks so much for watching.